We are in Shaftesbury, which is like the cutest little town. It's well known for Gold Hill, which is like where this commercial was filmed, but I hadn't seen it until this morning. But yeah, we've just got a Sony a7 III and my 85mm lens, and we're just doing a little bit of street photography. It's a little bit quiet because it's a weekday, but it's not going to dampen our spirits. Okay, let's go. If this is the first time you're watching a video of mine, hello and welcome. You've chosen a wonderful video to start on. Street photography and me are good friends that go way back, and so every now and again I love to explore new places and just capture life as it is now, so that we can look back in the future and remember it through art. Today I've chosen to capture Shaftesbury because it really is a quintessential little town in the UK. It's equal parts picturesque and interesting, with great opportunities for interesting framing. I started out on the high street and got this photograph. I honestly could not tell you what drew me to take this image. I think sometimes I just get a little gut feeling, and this image really surprised me. I think I timed it just right, where everyone is framed in a wonderful way, plus the colours. The red on the post office sign matched the red in the guy's pants, and the blue clothes of the people in the foreground pair really nicely with the stone building in the background. Now, I could easily explore closer to home. However, I am feeling slightly cooped up at the moment. I recently got made redundant and I'm going fully freelance, meaning a lot of hours in front of my laptop sitting at home. It's sometimes nice to set up a little adventure a little farther away to give me something to look forward to. I haven't come into Shaftesbury with a particular plan. I just paid 2 hours for parking and knew that there was this famous hill nearby where the advert was filmed. I headed off the high street and down this magical alleyway to try and find some more traditional thatched roof houses. As I said, I don't really have a plan here, but I have looked on my maps to make sure that this alleyway actually leads somewhere and isn't a dead end. When I'm shooting street photography, I really try to see images through the eyes of someone that doesn't live in this area, or even in the UK. We can get really used to everything we see every day and almost take it for granted. We don't look at the small parts of our cities or towns that make them unique and exciting. To someone that lives in a different country, these images are a documentation on a country or town they may never see, and might be so different to what they know. Now we have reached the famous Gold Hill. I didn't know if I wanted to take many photographs up here because when taking photos in touristy places, I feel like the images can be really predictable, and you get quite swayed by the other images you've seen online, leaving little room for inspiration and uniqueness. But sometimes I'll grab a few safety shots, especially if I'm shooting on digital. What I like to do instead is shoot the opposite way, or look for alleyways behind the touristy area to capture the areas that are less seen. I went down an alleyway behind Gold Hill and spotted this older man walking down to capture one of my favourite images of the day. I just love the huge smile on his face, as well as the seat he is carrying, which makes for some really interesting angles and draws your eye in. He was just putting his phone into his pocket of his vest, but the way his hand and arm have been caught is so interesting and quirky to me. One of the things I love about street photography is how much you can't control it. You really have to let yourself be open to whatever happens that day. You have to be patient and adapt to your subject without influencing it too much. There's a lot of magic that happens in the moment where everything lines up in the way that it's meant to. Most of the time, not by doing anything on your own. You are just there to capture it. This lovely pagoda was calling my name to come up and experiment with some framing. I ended up changing lens at this point and got these two shots that I'm fairly happy with. I ended up getting a little bit lost at this point and had to go back on myself a couple of times. I even ended up back at Gold Hill, and it's kind of lucky I did because I got some cool photos up there this time. Someone who lives here was arriving home with their shopping and unloading their car. This added a really normal subject into a very unique and traditional backdrop. I feel like it was almost like a film set, and we've just lifted up the curtain to see all the strings, almost like breaking the fourth wall. I won't lie though, I do feel kind of bad that she lives on the street because she probably gets so many people taking photographs of and in or around her house. But I must, in the name of art, I must take photos of you. My GoPro ran out of battery as I headed up back to the car, but these are the last few shots that I got on the high street. And this final one is one of my favorites. The woman with the bright orange hair matches the flowers on the bike, and I just feel like it's so whimsical and coincidental. There's no way I could have planned this image. I was just in the right place at the right time. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. I had loads of fun shooting in Shaftesbury, and if you're ever in Dorset, it's definitely a spot that you need to check out. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye.